Welcome to A Dude's Nerdery. I am so excited to share with you and assemble my first diorama, the FEXT Systems Sci-Fi 06. Please stay tuned to the end. I'll share how much I paid for this set and answer, is it worth the premium price tag? I ordered 2 sets of the FEXT Systems Sci-Fi 06. Man, you could tell there's a lot of weight to this diorama, man. That is awesome, man. It's going to make it feel like really sturdy and well put together. You have a FEXT Systems label on top, barcode on the front. All right, let's open it up together and see how it's packaged inside. Oh, wow, that's cool. Check that out. All right, first up are the instructions. So I think probably the best thing to do will be to take everything out of the box, organize it by category, and then unwrap it so I have it ready to go. All right, these look the coolest, so I'm going to open them up first. See, this is a pretty sturdy plastic, and then you have the cutouts there that look like the Death Star. So you can see how that's nice and see-through there. So I'm going to have lights coming up from behind it, which I think is going to make really, really cool pictures. Next up are these. Wow, these must be on the floor. I mean, that is, again, really, really thick, sturdy plastic. It's not like heavy, but it's cumulatively heavy, if that makes sense. So once it's assembled, man, this is going to be a really solid display. And again, I really wanted to upgrade my toy photography. I think having the black floor with the gray walls and then the light bleeding through is going to really, really make for some cool toy photos, man. I'm excited to up my game with this. Another 4, 12 of those. Oh wow, we got another pack of walls. And these are more floorboards. So as you can see, there's options to use either or and switch between them. And then what's cool is if you have light underneath, it should theoretically come through and light up the ground underneath it. So you can have this really cool black floor, and then you have a couple of these tiles intermixed in that have some light shimmering through them. Another 8 clear ones for 10 total. Real nice solid plastic, and then you have some cool detail on the front. 2 of these. Then you got like a bag of Lego pieces, but I'll show you what the pieces are. Oh, there's a couple different styles. Maybe I do have to take them all out. See, these kind of look like Lego pieces. And I think this is what's going to hold all the floorboards together, and then I connect the wall pieces to that as well. I am going to keep them in bag. I don't like a messy workstation. All right, some more, I think, wall and connector pieces. Again, man, nice, sturdy plastic. Cannot wait to put this together, man. All right, let's do it. So they have all the pieces listed out in the instructions, and wow, there's quite a few of these binding pieces, more than just the 2 I showed you. When you open up the instructions, there's 2 options to build it. You have option 1 and then option 2. So option 2 is a rectangle, option 1 is a square. I'm gonna build the rectangle to start. I think I want to do that one first. Option 2 means I'm starting off with connecting 10 of the floor pieces. I end up the 10 floor pieces, but now I'm debating, do I want to have it running across or have them run like that? I'll go with this. Yeah, I think I'll start out with that. That looks pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think. Now I'm going to line up these Lego-like pieces, which are going to hold everything in place. I needed 8 SO2 pieces. The next 2 pieces I needed were the SO2 and then the SO7, which is a real nice corner piece. It's just visually satisfying, isn't it? And then what I did is I just lined them all up in the spaces they're going to be in. So I decided to approach this by flipping them all over and then pressing the appropriate pieces in place. I'm going to say this is the front of the display and then the back of the display in terms of how I'm placing the pieces. Yep, and they just fit in just like a Lego piece. There are 3 different styles of wall piece. This is W01 and this is W01 as well. They have the same name because of how the pegs and slots are shaped on this one, but they are slightly different. And then the other type of piece is a W02, which matches the W01, however, it has a smaller slot on the side. All right, so the next 2 steps are to build the outside walls and then the back wall, and they show you to assemble here and push in, lock in place, assemble in the middle, push in and lock in place. I'm gonna bind my wall pieces to the C4 piece. So I'm doing that for the sidewall. And then you bind the CO5 pieces to the back. Ooh, gotta put that lower. There, back wall number 1 is complete. What do you guys think of the way I lined that up? I kind of like how that looks with the two grates in between, and then the lights will be coming in from the side that way. I think this will be the right side of the wall, so I'm going to use the S11 corner piece here. So it'll sit like that, and that'll connect the back wall to it. Then you place the CO1 square right here underneath for further stabilization. And then it says to place two more on the sides. I don't see the purpose yet, but maybe it'll all make sense once we get it together. I'm going to take the slide wall. I'm going to slide the slide wall into place. I just realized I put the square too low. It needed to go up top. So slightly misread the directions there, and it's not easy to get off, so I'm going to go get a tool. This is insanely difficult to get out. I've been trying for quite some time. So I'm just going to pull this piece off and put another one on and hope I can use this somewhere else where I don't need this corner open. Oh, dude, learn from my mistake, man. Like, when you have to put a square piece like this, don't put it down in the bottom, put it right here. Trying to move this piece out, and then the pegs snap just right off of it. Like, this one came out just fine, and then these pegs snapped off. It's pretty frustrating. This is supposed to be modular, where you can pull and play this, you know what I mean? You can redesign it and build it in different ways. Yeah, it's really frustrating. Let's hope I don't need that extra wall. Yeah, see, man. Now I'm like nervous to pull stuff on and off of it. So thankfully I was able to push the pins through and pop out the part of the pins that shattered. This is all now sitting nice and flush. I'm just not putting the squares in those spots right now until I know what they're for. that was a lot of pain. But that's all lined up there, and then again, that's how it's going to look on that side panel. All right, all pressed in place. Has a little bit of a lean to it, but again, I think this is like a cumulative weight system. So once everything's in place and together, I think it's going to be nice and tight. Left side wall is assembled. Have my top support pieces, square support piece, corner support piece, and I left these open, just being safe for right now. So you got left side, right side. There's a lot of different patterns you can make, but I think I'm going to go with keeping the two grates together, and then on this side you'll just get the one half of the grate as it goes into the wall. Flipped it over and putting in the CO4 bracket pieces on top. And then two of the CO5 corner pieces. So on the directions, it looks like you just build the wall and push it in place, and I've been trying that for several minutes, and there's no way to get one in place because the others just keep all popping out, so I'm gonna have to do it one at a time, I think. And for the corner piece, I actually had to angle it to get it into place in the right spot there, but now I think I can layer them in from there. I had to just do it one set as a time, and I just did the bottom ones to start. Now I'm gonna start pressing in the top pieces. These were challenging to line up and press in, especially this in the corner here, but once you got to the ones in the middle, they came in pretty easily, and then I think it's best then to now press the top support pieces in place. Again, the instructions show you to build the wall kind of here and then press it all in at once, and there's just no way to push these pegs into place here, man. It's such a tight squeeze, and again, I think it's given it stability, but it's such a tight squeeze to get all these pegs in. They really just did not want to go and line up, but now that they're in place, it feels pretty sturdy. I'm going to press the corner piece in place over here. All right. So now, bottom is assembled, and I think now we just put on some support brackets. I have the sidewalls on, and now I'm using the fastening pieces. The corner pieces are predetermined. They have a smaller panel on the side on which they want you to attach to the corner. So this is one of the three pieces where I lost pegs on a corner piece because it is so hard to pull these things off of each other, even though this is supposed to be reusable, like you can build different sets and change them up amongst each other. But now this piece won't sit in the corner, and there's really nowhere to put this. So I think there's other support pieces that I'm going to put on here, which will make it okay, but just kind of bums me out. That corner is looking tight though. It is not easy getting these snapping into place. We're going to put some more SO6 support pieces on top for the roof. All right, now it's time for the roof. I really like the clear diffuser. That's going to give the light a really nice look coming in from the top. I'm going to put it in the corner first and hope it seals this in place, because again, this is where those pegs broke. All right, I'm going to layer the rest of the roof on here, and then I'll put it on here, and then there's support pieces I'll start putting underneath. So check that out. I have the roof almost all the way up. We're now back to the rectangle SO2 pieces, and I'm going to put them underneath. Alright man, check that out. Option number 2 is complete. That took almost 2 hours altogether. Part of it was because I did put some of the pieces in the wrong spots and it took forever to pull them out. So that's on me, but again, the directions are clear-ish. I'll put it that way. Oh, wow, dude, check that out, man. Love the black floor, like the grates. Walls look really cool. And then you got that sweet clear ceiling above it that diffuses the light as it comes in. One of the other things I really appreciate this is the ability to light it. As I've said before, you have the clear panels up top. I put some of the disc lights up here, and then if I scroll down, you can see how it really does a nice job lighting them, but it's very diffuse, so it doesn't overpower it. And I also have 2 disc lights in the background, so you can kind of see it emanating here through the clear grates. I can change the color, which totally changes the atmosphere and mood. So I really do enjoy that, and I think it's just going to make for better, more interesting toy photography and videos. I mean, lighting it up like this for an action figure review, I think is going to look great. The important part, how do the action figures look inside of it? Oh, dude, check out Obi-Wan. Check out how well he's lit from the top and the back. He's not overpowered. Oh, that's so cool. All right, let's throw in carbonized Darth Vader. Yes. Only a master of evil, Darth. Dude, check out carbonized Vader inside of there. That looks awesome. All right, now let's see if I change the lighting what it looks like. Oh, dude, that is so cool. So I can pump up the white part of the light as well, so the red doesn't wash it off as much. So there you see I've got the white light maxed out with a little bit of red tint, and then I can take the white light down to 25%, and you still get a nice red tint with it. And then if I just wanted it all red, I can just eliminate that and you can have it there. So I really do like how that nice white looks though, man. That is really, really cool. And then maybe I can use some side lighting then for different colorations. The newly acquired Asajj Ventress. Oh, dude, she looks awesome in there. And then also my newly acquired Mace Windu. Dude, this is sweet. Let's throw in Boba Fett. And then Luke Skywalker for fun. Dude, that's really cool. That is a really cool background. Take a look at how the diffused light brightens all the figures properly. I can see great detail to them, but they're not all washed out. Man, that looks really cool with that background. I paid $103 for both sets plus $59 in shipping for a grand total of $163 or $81.50 each. This is the FEXT Sci-Fi 06 Diorama worth $81.50. Even though it has a couple drawbacks such as limited instructions, difficulty inserting pegs, and several of those pegs breaking off, the benefits far outweigh those drawbacks. It is solid and has a heft to it once assembled. After the first time building it, you could see how you can modify or create other layouts. It actually is pretty intuitive once you understand it. I appreciate the potential for diffused overhead and backlighting. It's well suited for toy photography and action figure reviews. I really feel like this is going to take both of those to another level for the nerdery. And, most importantly, it looks cool as bleep with all those figures in it. Let me know in the comments what you think of this diorama or what diorama you would recommend. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to join the noble quest of building this action figure collection. See you real soon.